he's welcome to lie all he wants, but what it should leave in our minds is the question, if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about? It destroys his credibility from the outset.
Because I will say, some of the people that have been going after you, Liz Wheeler obviously has been one of them. Liz Wheeler has been one of them. I think you blocked her. Ali Stuckey has talked a lot about it. I know these young women, they're not a part of the matrix, okay? I have a lot of disagreements with them. Stylistically, we have disagreements. Ali means what she says. Even if I disagree with her point, I know she means what she said. It's not an act for her. She's not trying to do anything. She says it because she believes it. I've known her for years. She's actually been very good to me when people were the guard of conservatism. Ali had me on her show. She had a platform for me. Liz genuinely believes everything that she's saying. I don't think she's a part of the matrix, even if I think that there are some pieces of it, of your life and why people gravitate towards you that she doesn't fully understand. And maybe she never will understand it. But they, to me, are not a part of the matrix.
Okay, so
let's talk about what the matrix is and what the matrix isn't.
Sure, let's talk about the matrix. Before we do that, let's talk about this recent conservative attack. I want to make it clear that I don't watch basically any of the attack videos made on me. I'm busy and I'm very happy with my life, and I don't allow attacks on my psyche. If somebody makes a video that attacks me, I don't watch it. I don't watch it because I don't want to watch it because I don't care.
I don't watch them either.
I don't care. Yeah. And I don't say this to insult Liz or anyone else. I don't know them enough or respect them enough to give a shit what they made or what they say. I don't care. So I can't talk about the specifics of what she said because I don't know what she said because I didn't watch it. However, I don't believe it was well-intentioned. I think that there is certainly a degree of jealousy that came with my massive influence in the number of views I got on the Tucker Carlson show. I think that the fact that 10-year-old videos, which have been debunked 30 times, are now coming up again is not well-intentioned at all. But I can't be entirely sure of that. So I can't comment specifically on their attacks because I haven't watched their attacks. I
think they're seeing those videos for the first time. That's why I said I'm trying to bridge the gap between, I only knew about those videos for a long time because I've been paying attention to your UK career. Yeah. I don't believe these people have been. I think the first time they were introduced to you was on Tucker Carlson's interview.
So I want to start here. Are you uninformed about Andrew Tate, and is that why you're attacking him, or is there a deeper reason?
No, I'm familiar with Andrew Tate. As Candace said, she didn't ask before she made that. She was speculating. I love Candace. So my beef here is certainly not with Candace. My beef is with what Andrew Tate is influencing young men to do. I found that clip to be quite funny. I'd seen that when Candace aired that. I found it funny. First of all, this is maybe not even a political reason, but I thought it was funny when he said, who at my name. It reminded me of that tactic. I don't know if you've seen people do this where they deliberately forget someone's name. They're like, oh, hi, Arthur Tate, Anthony Tate, just to purposely try to throw someone off. So that actually made me laugh my head off when I saw him do that. Just good humor. I think we can all agree here. But the real issue here is, and this is what I said on my show about this, is he's clearly lying because he retweeted a video done by a man named Mike Crispy that was responding to my tweet, to my video. He responded to my tweet himself directly. His brother quote tweeted the video to say that it was false. So he's clearly lying about never having watched this and not knowing who I am. And he's welcome to lie all he wants, but what it should leave in our minds is the question, if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about? It destroys his credibility from the outset. My factual observations about Andrew Tate have always been that he accurately diagnoses the cultural ill, that our society vilifies men, and that's bad. We both agree on that. But his prescription or his antidote to that is destructive to young men. He leads them instead towards materialism, pornography, exploitation of women, and worship of self. And one of the arguments that he makes in defense of himself is that this so-called webcam business that he ran years ago, that he doesn't do that anymore. This was from his past. He's different now. But the thing is, Jason, I'm a Christian. I believe in redemption. I believe in forgiveness. But he said in this video that he has nothing to apologize for, that he's not sorry for this, that he doesn't think it was that bad, and that he didn't hurt anyone. This is a pornography business that he was running. So I challenge young men. I fully understand why they're drawn to him. He's a magnetic personality. He's charismatic. He's courageous enough to accurately diagnose this cultural ill that a lot of people won't talk about. Of course, he's going to have a following based on that. That's what makes him so dangerous, because he is He is so magnetic about these controversial topics. But I challenge young men to really listen to what he says. He hasn't disavowed his participation. He brags about getting rich from his pornography business. $600,000 a month he was making off of pimping girls. This is destructive to young men, and he's not sorry. So I cannot disassociate what he's doing now with what he has done because he stands by it.
Not trying to drag you where I am, but I'm just asking and expressing the thought. When we talked about this yesterday, I reached the conclusion, and I've been down pretty deep in the Andrew Tate rabbit hole trying to figure him out because I'm too old to have fully understood him a year ago, and so I'm playing catch up. But having watched his interview with Tucker, having watched his interview with Candace, I reached the conclusion, and other things that I've watched, because I've seen your videos, I've seen this Milk Bar TV. We did a Twitter Spaces a week or two ago with a couple of guys from, I think one of them was from Australia, that they've done a lot of research on Andrew Tate. And my conclusion is that virtually every time Andrew Tate opens his mouth, he's lying. Virtually everything he says is a lie, and it's all part of a sales package. He is a charismatic salesperson, and I've said this, and everybody knows, I'm a Tucker Carlson groupie. I refuse to go back on Fox News since they fired Tucker. But I'm disappointed with Tucker's interview of Andrew Tate. I like Candace Owens. I'm disappointed with these interviews, with her interview of Andrew Tate, because I thought there was way too much co-signing of things that were obviously detrimental and dangerous. And so I feel like Andrew Tate, this is where I'll leave the question with you, he's putting on an incredible PR campaign through conservative media outlets. And I think it's important that people like yourself, Ali Beth Stuckey, and on this show, that it's great that he says the right things about some things, but overall, this guy is a net negative, no question about it.
100%. You're exactly right to identify that he's essentially a con artist, that he provides what I would describe as a bait and switch. It's a get-rich-quick scheme. He tells young men, he empathizes with their grievances to get them to sign up for his paid program so that he can teach them how to be who he is, this top G. It's a ridiculous thing. Listen, I had one interesting observation about the interview that he did with Candace Owens as well. And I'm not here to try to get inside Tucker Carlson's mind, to try to get inside Candace Owens' mind. I don't know why either of them conducted the interviews the way that they did. I like and respect both of them. As I said, my focus is my critique of Andrew Tate here, although I do think Andrew Tate is emblematic of a bigger problem in the Republican Party. But something that he articulated in this interview was that whatever he has done in his past that was immoral was justified because he came from a hard knock background. And Candace actually compared him to Jay-Z slinging cocaine and saying, well, he doesn't do that anymore. He did that when he did what he had to do. And Jason, I reject this. I think this is 100% moral relativism. Something that is wrong is objectively wrong, regardless of your economic background, regardless of whether you come from a broken family. You're not justified, for example, assaulting someone just because your parents were never married or your parents are divorced or because you are poor before you were rich. Of course not. There's objective right and objective wrong. And I think not only is this moral relativism, I think the idea that it's okay, let's just shrug this off, brush it under the rug because it happened because you came from a bad background is a repudiation of the American dream. Do we believe that there's upward mobility, that someone who comes from a hard circumstance can be successful through their own honesty, integrity, and hard work? Or are we rejecting that idea? And it seems to me that Andrew Tate rejects that idea, which is very dangerous. Also dangerous message for young men.
Like what you saw? Hit that like button, subscribe, and check out the full episode by clicking the link below.